He is the 16-time heavyweight champion of the world. Jet flying, limousine riding, kiss stealing, wheeling and dealing, son of a gun. And he's coming to town this Saturday, MCW Arena with MCW Pro Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair!
Hey, guys.
Oh, Rick. Oh, Rick.
Wow.
Mr. Flair.
Wow.
I got to say,
Sir.
last year was a difficult year for not just you, but your millions and millions of adoring fans that when you were going through what you were going through, we were ready to just burn the world down if you left us. Ron Funches, famous comedian, big into pro wrestling. Every professional wrestler out there loves him. He loves them back. He tweeted out, if Ric Flair doesn't make it, let's just burn everything down. And I was there with him. And to be able to talk to you today, sir, healthy, happy, successful, back involved with the WWE is an absolute honor.
No, thank you very much. I appreciate that. It was an unbelievable amount of support for me. I wasn't aware of it because I was in a coma for 11 days. But when I finally got my bearings, it took me about a month and a half to figure out where I was, what I was doing. I looked at all the tweets and all the people showed them to me, and I had 207. I still remember the number, 273 texts. So it was really nice.
How are you feeling, like percentage-wise? Are you back to 100%? How are you feeling, and how has it changed you, Ric Flair?
Well, I feel great. I'm not 100%. I have to have another surgery in July. But I feel great. And how has it changed me? It's made me much more aware of lifestyle. I'm still going to always believe that people need to live every day like it might not be tomorrow, but I don't mean it literally like I used to. Health is more important than anything we have, and it's really made me aware of people that don't have, they're in a position right now where they don't have good health, whether they're a veteran that's missing a limb or, anything that... Yeah, that causes someone not to enjoy the quality of life that they deserve to have.
And Rick, we got to say,
I lost it all. I couldn't walk.
Wow, it's unbelievable.
I couldn't do it to bottle off a cap off a Gatorade bottle.
Man.
So I started from scratch, but I'll take that as opposed to the other.
Saturday, MCWProWrestling.com, and here's what's special about this event: not just the fact that the Nature Boy is going to be there, Ric Flair, but it's a reunion of what I consider to be the single greatest stable in professional wrestling history, with an awesome lineup. The Four Horsemen return: J.J. Dillon, Tully Blanchard, the master of the spine buster, Arn Anderson, and one of my favorite technicians in the ring of all time, Barry Windham. And you guys are all going to be there. Doors are at 4, 7:30, bell time. The Four Horsemen, for those not familiar, was this amazing stable of guys. And Rick, you led the charge. Arn was the enforcer. J.J. Dillon, the mastermind behind it. Tully was the muscle. And you had a lot of different iterations of the Four Horsemen. And mine was this iteration. I loved Barry Windham. Barry Windham was a guy that in the ring...
This was the best group right here.
It was Barry Windham's. Do people not consider
this is the Hall of Fame group?
He absolutely. This is a Hall of Fame group. So that you answered my question. Was this your favorite iteration?
Yes. And Barry Windham was phenomenal. Barry's problem with reaching that level of notoriety that he should have was health. He had a bad wheel that just kept going in and out on him. So at the height of his career, he had knee issues. He's a big kid, number one. But as terms of an athlete and a quality guy and a phenomenal performer, hard to find another Barry Windham. And of course, Arn Anderson, in my estimation, is the most under-recognized wrestler in the history of the business. Great talker, tough spine buster, just a real smart guy. And he's the guy that came up with the idea.
Talking to Ric Flair. He's going to be at the MCW Arena this Saturday. Bell time is at 7:30. Doors are at 4 p.m. And the 30 for 30, Ric Flair.
Wow.
Unbelievable, man. Great
Heavy.
little window into your life and your world. And yeah,
Thank
you
you.
kind of, the Ric Flair that was the wrestler was the Ric Flair that was out of the ring. The lifestyle never seemed to stop. And
No, that's it's it's kind of people make light of it now, but everything that I was talking about
you were doing.
came to a screeching halt August 14th. If I said it, I was doing it. But
You lived
Do
the
you-
gimmick.
much to the dismay of 4 women I was married to.
See, you're laughing, right? You're laughing about it, and 4 women married to 4
Oh,
women.
hell yeah.
And you
What
had the
else-
wife
what
swap
else
where
can you do?
you swap wives with Roddy Piper. That was another little window into your world.
Yeah, but no,
When
but
you-
I'm with Wendy now.
Okay.
5 years.
When you look
Yeah,
back,
Nature Boy in a straight and narrow 5
It's
years.
so wild to think
how
about.
do you look back? Do you look back with regret and sadness?
no,
or
never.
Never?
No, never. No. I regret, which people may never understand, the time spent with my family. But
Missing
if you
that.
didn't live in that era and didn't understand that era, you just didn't have time to be with the family. I mean, I heard you guys talking about the Orioles, and, what a great organization they are. But the baseball players of that time frame drove to the towns after games.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine a car with Whitey Ford, Billy Martin, Mickey Mantle in it driving? I heard they drank more booze than miles they drove.
Yeah, right.
You had one of the most famous promos of all time where you've spent more on spilt liquor than you've made
last year.
Man, that was I remember just dripping out of my chair. I spent more money on spilt liquor than you made all last year.
Rick,
From one end of this world to the other. Yep.
Oh, my man.
were you running towards something or running from something? Have you ever really gone deep into it? Have you ever done therapy or anything?
Oh, are you kidding? You saw him 30 for 30. I talked to a psychiatrist for an hour, and he was laying on the couch.
Yeah, because there's a lot that comes along with Ric Flair, man.
Yeah, there is.
And Rick,
Yeah, I think I was born in Pluto.
you famously returned to the WWE most recently at the Royal Rumble. You had that amazing image of you dressed up as the Colonel, which was hilarious with KFC. You seem to be a guy that is just so willing to do what it takes to entertain the fans. And as a fan, you have just provided me with years of entertainment. For that, I can never thank you enough. And
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Knowing the roster that you do now, if you could be in a J.J. Dillon style role as a manager and pick 4 members of the current roster to maybe form a modern day new Four Horsemen, who would you
Ooh.
pick for a 2018 version of existing professional wrestlers currently wrestling right now, WWE or even MCW, to be in your Four Horsemen?
Well, first of all, I want to say MCW is a phenomenal promotion.
Fantastic.
I don't work for a lot of independent wrestling organizations. I have history with them. They're tremendous. They're first class in the way they run the event. And anybody that comes through that door is guaranteed to get whatever money they spent worth from the talent and from the promotion. They're great people.
Absolutely.
So that being said, the first guy I would take is Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah. The show off.
Second guy would be Dolph. I would be Seth Rollins. Third guy would be, let me think, of Horseman. That requires a lot. You got to be good at what you do, be able to enjoy life. Let me think. Seth. God, I have had so much fun with him, but I'm not sure. Yeah, he'd be great. Roman Reigns.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, Roman's a trooper.
Mm-hmm.
Got to be careful what I say because, God forbid, anybody have any fun anymore.
Yeah.
And we think, oh God, he wouldn't. He would run from me if I heard. But Randy Orton for sure.
Oh yeah, the Viper. Oh, the Viper
Yeah,
would
but
be amazing.
He is so married now and so laid back and just having a good time. But make no mistake, Randy Orton right now is still the best wrestler in wrestling.
I could see him being year 2018 Barry Windham, the third generation Randy.
Oh yeah, exactly. A little shorter than Barry, but same athleticism, phenomenal shape, great look. And Randy has calmed down. He's happily married, beautiful kids, and don't even tell him I suggested that.
No, I won't forward this to him.
Hey, Ric Flair,
If
wrestling.
Dave Bautista was back, Dave would be great too.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wrestling business obviously is a very, very tough business. We've seen how it can chew people up and spit people out. Now your daughter is in the business. What kind of talks have you had with her? Because this is tough.
Well, she's at the point now where there really isn't much to talk about. She's gotten so good, and I mean, I knew she would be good, but I never realized that she would become this good. She found her niche, and she can go either way. By that I mean she can be a good or bad, if that makes sense to you. And she understands image enhancement. She probably spends too much money on her ring attire.
But that's coming from you.
You with the robes,
You had
please.
$10,000 robes. You set the bar for that, Rick. She just learned from you.
I realize that, but that doesn't mean I wanted her to spend that kind of money.
Right.
But no, she dresses immaculately, and I think she's the best athlete in a company, man or woman. You know what I mean?
And I'll tell you what, she's going to headline WrestleMania.
I'll go on record and say, I think so. Sooner or later, when she and Sasha Banks wrestle, I'm just using them as one example, but it's probably the best example of the women's division. When she and Sasha wrestled each other, the guys couldn't follow it. And that's just what it was. And obviously, they main evented Hell in a Cell in Boston a year ago. So when the women start main eventing and pull it off, now where it's like, oh, God, should we have done that? But do more than pull it off, then you know that they've made their mark, and they have.
And they just headlined Royal Rumble, the first ever women's Royal Rumble.
Did, yeah.
They headlined and did an amazing job.
Yeah, I was amazed. I will be the first to say I was a little skeptical because of the experience level of the new girls, but the girls' Rumble was better than the boys, in my opinion. More entertaining, and when they brought out the girls from yesteryear who still look fabulous, from Tori to Trish Stratus, not leaving anybody out, but I mean, it was phenomenal. And Vicky Guerrero was hilarious. Yeah, the whole thing, and that's all on Stephanie McMahon. I mean, Stephanie, and Hunter trains him, and Stephanie keeps him at the forefront, which they well deserve.
Mike Anderson.
Real quick, Rick, what did you think of Ronda Rousey entering the WWE?
Oh, I like Ronda very much personally. I think if she's ready to put the time in to train, which her schedule is, I'm only saying that because of her schedule being so busy, that it'll be tremendous. She's a great person, obviously. Cross demographic appeals that she'll bring like Brock did. And I bet I would love for her to wrestle my daughter. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
Ric Flair, you're going to be able to be seen this weekend, Saturday, MCW's 2018 Horseman Anniversary. Doors are at 4 o'clock.
Hey, guess what?
Please.
We'll be limousine riding and jet flying.
Oh, man, my chest is getting tight. Rosa Mendez will be there. You'll have the Bruiser, MCW champion Greg Excellent, Barry Windham, Tully Blanchard, Arn Anderson, and the man. To beat the man, to be the man, you got to beat the man, Ric Flair. Sir, it's been an absolute honor. Thank you for taking the time with us this morning.
Thank you, guys. Hey, have a great weekend, guys.
Do the same, buddy. There he goes. I just got done talking to Ric Flair.
Yeah,
I am going to have a
that's a moment right there.
Ah, man.
Even for me, I'm not a huge wrestling guy, but that was, Ric effing Flair.
It's Ric freaking Flair.